in the disability rights movement had been the streams of constant change. For the worse, for the better, in flux it had remained. But to move it with decision toward human dignity, we gathered as one, there was work to be done, for we held only part of the key. ADA, we stand as one to see it through, but to shape new legislation based on laws as then in place, bringing power to the people whose lives these things embrace. So we formed a coalition, and the system surely moved. It's the law today, it's the ADA, and the balance has improved. And for those who are disabled, a change has been perceived, a freer step across this land on the road to liberty. As we sang this song together, nearly 22 years today, still a journey we share, as together we care, and we work for the ADA. ADA, we stand as one to see it through. ADA, civil rights so very long overdue. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hi, it's me, Renee Lopez. I'm here with my dog Jojo, and we want to say happy 30th anniversary to the ADA. It's been an amazing Civil Rights Act, and I'm so proud that we have it now. I feel like a true American, and we still have a lot to do and a long way to go, but we'll keep fighting the good fight. And in the meantime, we'll celebrate the 30 years. Can you believe it? 30 years. Anyway, that's awesome. Jojo says hi. Say happy anniversary, Jojo. Arr, arr. Okay.
I wanted to wish the Americans with Disabilities Act a wonderful 30-year history and anniversary. It's meant a lot to me as I have grown and seen the wonderful things that I can now do that I wasn't able to do before. All right, ADA, here we go. On the road again.
Hey, happy 30 years of the Americans with Disabilities Act. I remember before ADA was enacted, it was tougher to get around. It was harder to get into programs. You were there by the grace of whoever wanted to either assist you or the powers that be would give to you in order to be heard. Now we have the ADA, we can expect it to happen, and we also have the responsibility to make sure it happens.
So happy 30th anniversary, ADA, to boldly go where everyone else has gone before. Thank you, ADA. Woohoo!
Thank you, Bill.
Hi, I'm Phil. My wife Marsha and I have been members of Adaptive Texas since the early 1990s. As we celebrate the 30th anniversary of the ADA, we're grateful for all of the progress that represents. And we know too that organizations like ADAPT serve as the public conscience of all that yet needs to get done. And one of the examples of that is my memory of the Memphis action of 1998. During that time, 400 to 500 adapters from all over the country stormed the state office building and shut it down overnight. We brought attention to the public that Government funding needed to be applied towards people to get them out of nursing homes where they can live in the community, and it's cheaper and more humane. The lasting memory of that event is the chant from all of the adapters, "The people united shall never be defeated."
My name is Gene Rodgers. Before the ADA, we didn't have accessible transportation. I remember having to sit in the streets to block buses, trying to get the attention of our elected officials to let them know that we wanted to ride the bus too. We wanted accessible buses. We unified people across the country, galvanizing other people with disabilities. In one voice, we made it clear we were on the road to freedom. We were on the way to getting the Americans with Disabilities Act passed. And once we did, we had to remind the public we still needed accessibility in many forms and in many places. People seem to forget. Before the ADA was passed, we were in the rotunda in Washington, D.C. to show how serious we were about the ADA. Please don't make us come back and do it again.
ADA today, ADA tomorrow, ADA forever. I can't believe it's the 30th anniversary of the Americans with Disabilities Act. Stephanie and I were there for the signing, and now, 30 years later, we're still fighting for the same community integration. Things have gotten a lot better, but like the sign on top of my desk says, "Don't mourn, organize." He who giveth can take it away. I'm excited to be part of Adaptive Texas, which is fighting to protect and enhance the Americans with Disabilities Act. So, free our people, community integration, ADA, now.
You know, Adapt, we love your goals. We don't think your tactics are right. You're hurting us because you're radicals, you're terrorists, you're giving us a bad name. You know, we started with just about 30, 40 people in Washington, D.C. It was my first action in 1984. I was a Vista volunteer. Mike Auberger ran through a wooden police line, and I don't know what came over me, because I'm basically, you all know me, I'm a policy wonk. All I knew is I followed Mike through the line and got arrested for my first time in 1984. But since then, you know, the fire in the belly, and you all have that fire in the belly. You know, sometimes everybody looks about how bad things are, but you guys really take to heart, don't mourn, organize. So even though things are not where we want it, you know, you got to realize that when we first started to end the institutional bias, 80% of the money went to institutions and nursing facilities, and 20% for community services. Now, over 55% goes to community, and you ought to be proud.
I'm getting in. And that's when I realized just how important accessibility is, and that we need to hold each other accountable and hold businesses accountable moving forward and never stop. So yeah, that's when I realized how important it was, and then I got involved with ADAPT, and it's been amazing ever since. It's been a learning process. I'm so grateful, and I'm grateful for the ADA and what we're doing here. So thank y'all.
And it is thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for making my family's life, for making Peter's life better, for all of the challenges that we face every day, special needs parents. There are so many that we don't face that I've come to realize is the direct result of all of the work this amazing group of people have done over years and what is now 3 decades. I've said it's not perfect, but it is so much better now, thanks to y'all warriors and making, as John Lewis said, good trouble when needs to be made. And we are honored to help continue to make things better for all of us. So again,
Thank you so much. Peter would be here this morning, but he doesn't like the rain very much.
Hi, I'm Robin Hoffpauir. I'm a member of PAC, staff, Democrats with Disabilities.
Yeah!
And I want to say I'm grateful for the ADA 30th anniversary because we have access to buses and we have access to buildings, but there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. And we need to fundraise and we need to show this administration that we will not be put down, that we will fight forever for our independence and the right to live in accessible, integrated, affordable housing.
Anniversary ADA, but it would not have happened without the direct action. And always remember that, being a policy wonk. It doesn't happen by people being nice. So, carry on and watch what they're trying to do to you, which I know you are, but the change, there's always efforts to change it and roll it back. So let's be all diligent and keep up the direct action.
Hi guys, Terri Stellar here, and this is my service dog Dolly. Say hi, Dolly. Say hi. See, she thinks she's going for a walk. This is where we start our walks, on my front porch. Wow. The Americans with Disabilities Act is 30 years old. It's hard to believe. You know, it seems like just yesterday I was with my ADAPT brothers and sisters in Washington, D.C., and I was working at an independent living center in San Antonio at the time, and I had told my boss that I wanted to go on this trip, but I was not going to get arrested. Repeat, not going to get arrested. And, well, you know how those things go. I was the 102nd person to be arrested in the Capitol Rotunda. But wow, we made a huge difference that day. Shortly after, the Americans with Disabilities Act passed, and it changed everybody's lives for the better. It was so exciting. Anyway, I hope you guys are well. Take care. Bye.
For me, July 26th, the 30th anniversary of the ADA, marks a huge and significant change in the lives of people with disabilities, both in this country and around the world. And it shows what people with disabilities can achieve when we work together to make the changes we want to see. Because that's how it really came about as a law, was people with disabilities, all walks of life, all different kinds of people, working together to achieve that goal. And we did. And it made a big difference for a lot of people. It's helping to keep people out of nursing homes and other institutions. It's helping to increase the amount of community services that are available. There didn't used to be anything near this amount. You used to have to know routes to get around places, and the few places in town that were accessible where you could go out to eat or see a movie or whatever, you'd have to memorize those locations. Now, we may not have reached nirvana yet, hardly. We have a ways to go, but we are so much further down the road, and I think that we really need to take time to step back and acknowledge what we were able to achieve and what we could still achieve if we continue to work together. So happy ADA anniversary.
Hi, I'm Danny Saenz, and I just wanted to talk a little bit how my life has been affected by the passage of the ADA. When I grew up, in Corpus Christi, there was curb cuts. There weren't any curb cuts. There weren't any accessible transportation. If I went to the movies, my father would have to take me in a wheelchair and sit me in the seat and then fold up my wheelchair because I wasn't allowed to stay in my wheelchair. And now I can get on any bus in Austin, roll around, go to the parks, go to accessible parks, be able to use the restroom in the parks, be able to ride the bus with accessible vehicle, been able to ride the Greyhound, and even used the app I still have to schedule a ride for the Greyhound.
People told me I was going to stay with my daddy disability all my life. Well, my daddy died at 54, so that would have put me in my third institution. And I probably would have never... Beep! Realistically, the people who know me know I have always... My daddy used to say, I don't know where your stubbornness comes from, but God dang, you're stubborn. And that has gotten me to where I am. And every person out here standing in this rain, standing in the sun that might come out, we have all had to experience that. And we have all had to fight that fight, whether it be with family, whether it be with friends, maybe strangers. But you know what? We put up that smile, and we're just going to go on, and we're going to celebrate. Happy ADA! Happy Americans with Disability Act! Woo!
No.
Put it close.
Can't hear you.
And what happened to me was that
Gotta hold it.
when you follow the people, I came at a good time, boys, and I've been having a great time ever since.
And I had no idea that I was going to follow a dream. The injustices and the conquered and divide and the ruling out of different people. A, somebody with disability. B, somebody with color. C, someone without money. D, someone who's sick with cancer. You know, all these things, people have a damn stigma. And they don't think that people are people, and they don't know the incredible amount of talent and abilities that a person has. I try to tell people, do not use the word, what was it, the old one, cripple?
Yeah.
A person with disability. But really, you want to know something? Those old vans that made it across the country to D.C. and to Michigan that broke down all the time. Good old Gene Rodgers beamed me up, Scotty.
The ADA has been instrumental in all of our lives here. If you're a person with a disability, you know you can get into countless shops, entertainment events, and venues, banks, all sorts of places for recreation like parks. And you also know, every one of you that's been here, that it takes work. And the ADA is our mechanism, it's our tool. It's what we use to make sure that our independence is attained and maintained. Every one of you knows that that's been a struggle. Many of you know from the very beginning, and many will know in the future. But that future isn't promised without all of us working together to making sure the ADA is a viable, working, living piece of legislation that lives on in our lives and all those who are to come. ADA now, ADA tomorrow, ADA forever, ADA now, ADA tomorrow, ADA forever, ADA now, ADA tomorrow, ADA forever.
Thank you, Spark.
Hello, I'm Lynda Frost, and I'm happy to be here today to celebrate the anniversary of the ADA.
I was in law school in 1990 when the ADA was passed and did a project for a disability law seminar that was looking at the business school undergoing renovation and how the act was changing that. I was shocked at the time that the architect and the contractor was unaware of the new requirements, but I've come to learn that the ADA needs advocacy groups like ADAPT and like CTD and like Disability Rights Texas to really ensure that people know what the ADA does and implement that in our communities. So I'm excited to celebrate the ADA, and I'm grateful for the wonderful advocacy groups in Texas. Thanks.
I'm Dennis Borrell. In 2000, the Coalition of Texans with Disabilities hired me as their executive director. Just 10 years after the ADA was signed and just 1 year after the U.S. Supreme Court Olmstead decision. I leapt into it with both feet. I'd known from earlier work in education and affordable housing, some of the ADA, but I really learned of the promise by working at CTD. And that promise, I've learned, has not always been carried through. Even our state claims sovereign immunity to its own ADA violations. So ADA, I'm thankful for you. Congratulations on 30 years. You've made a big improvement, but the equal rights in the ADA have not translated really into equality in our society. We've got a little ways to go. Let's keep working together on it.
Hi, it's Dave Dauber from the Gene and Dave Show. Happy birthday, ADA. 30 years. 1990 is when the ADA was passed, and I was graduating high school. Thanks to all the warriors that fought for the ADA and made it happen. Now we've got more work to do, so we still need more warriors. So let's get out there and make sure that America is accessible.
We will not accept, we will not excuse, we will not tolerate discrimination in America. I now lift my pen to sign this Americans with Disability Act and say, let the shameful wall of exclusion finally come tumbling down. God bless you all.
Hey friends of the ADA, of our civil rights law, of our Emancipation Proclamation. Gosh, a world without the ADA, we'd still be fighting. We still are fighting, and we should never not stop fighting. The ADA is just a law that is in flux, and we need to keep it safe. We need to add on to it, and we need to make sure that no amendments come against it. But you know, it's our ticket to our communities. It's and it's our ticket. And what we need to do is make sure that everyone who does not have it, which means the people that are in the nursing homes and in other congregated settings, you know, let's take this time and make it happen for everybody, and be on that road to freedom. Y'all take care.
We have the power to prevail. We have the power to succeed. We have the strength that life imparts. We have green lights, a running start, and we have everything we need. Yes, it's within us, everyone. And when all's been said and done, we take each step along the way through what we do and what we say. We have the power to prevail. We have the power to prevail. And we've been growing through the years. We found the courage and the heart to take a stand and play a part. And we've been tempered by our tears. We have the right to pass or fail, to pass it on and tell the tale. We have the tools here in our hands. By our own work, the laws command. We have the power to prevail. And we prevail when we are facing barriers along the way. And we prevail when we find courage to live well another day. For for there is nothing that can weaken the strength of purpose that we feel. With every victory, great and small, as we've responded to the call, we have the power to prevail. We have the power to prevail. Every woman, child, man, we have the rights that are ensured, hard-won, focus unblurred. It fills our hearts and across this land as that great flame of truth is seen, a spreading beacon bright and clean. The torch is passed from hand to hand, a light of hope to every land. We have the power to prevail, the power to prevail. We have the power to prevail.
ADA, our freedom. Keep fighting. Happy anniversary, 88.